Europe's opened back up for travel from the 19th of July, and you need to be tested either with a PCR test or an antigen test. Before this, PCR testing has been the only way that we've been able to travel, and PCR tests are quite expensive, and that can be a barrier for travel. And now there's antigen tests. The results are often within 20 minutes or 30 minutes, depending on which supplier you use, and you get a fit to travel certificate emailed to you straight away. There is one limitation though. Those results are usually only valid for 48 hours from the time you tested to the time you arrive. I was a bit suspicious of the antigen test though, because it's a lot cheaper for a start, and secondly you wonder, because it's a slightly new system, whether it will be accepted when you finally arrive. And it's a big gamble because you're paying a lot of money for a holiday. You don't want to arrive at immigration and be turned away or have to isolate or take more tests that cost more money. I think we paid about £30 per antigen test for each of us. There's 4 of us, and the equivalent PCR tests were in the range of about £200 each, so there's quite a big saving. The company was called C19 that we used, and when we'd taken the tests and uploaded the results, we had the emailed certificate to travel within about 3 hours, I think, although the maximum they take is 12. There's lots of different companies and suppliers out there that are providing the antigen testing service with a fit to fly certificate. But the one that we're using seems really straightforward. I can't comment on any others. So this is the antigen rapid test, and the most important thing is the manufacturer and the laboratory it comes from. Now this can be cross-referenced against the European document. It's in the comments below to make sure that it's a legitimate and acceptable test. Inside, for all of you who are already familiar with the NHS rapid flow test, it's very, very similar. You've got instructions there. You've got solution, which has got a foil cap at the top. You've got a very short swab in comparison to the NHS ones anyway. You've got your test tablet, which is inside this sealed pouch here, and you've got a little hazmat bag. So the first thing I'm going to do, as the instructions indicate, is take the cassette out, and I'm going to write the serial number that's included on the box on this blank strip at the side. Opening up the swab now, the instructions mention more than 2.5 centimetres in each nostril and rotate it 5 times, so up the hooter. That's that done, now into the solution. I've put 4 drops in as the instruction says, and we're waiting for the results now. But when you get your negative test cassette, you take a photograph of that alongside your passport, you upload it to their website, they confirm receipt of that, and within 12 hours you'll then receive your certificate, which is signed for by a doctor. It gives the date and the time of the test, and in addition to that it also gives the make and the model number of the test itself. Okay, that's us through security control now, and as you can probably see behind me, it's completely empty. When we arrived at check-in, they were really thorough. They looked at the passports, boarding passes, and made sure that our passenger locator form for Croatia was completed, and we had a printout, which is a serial number which ties back to the details that I uploaded onto the Croatia government website, which includes name, address, where we're staying, and also the uploaded PDF copy of our antigen test certificate. So they've been really thorough there. And in addition to that, they double checked our antigen test certificates and vaccination certificates, the NHS vaccination certificates. Once they did that, they gave us a little slip, and we're going to carry those around with us throughout the airport until we board, and then they'll use those to check our status rather than continuously checking the paperwork. So really good, they seem to have it worked out, and time from entering the terminal building to being here is probably about 20 minutes, so really good. Okay, Beth, what do you think to the process so far?
Really straightforward. The prep work is key to enable you to have such a straightforward transition through the airport. That's thanks to you, Al. But actually really good, really quiet. 20 minutes it's taken us to get from arriving at the doors to Bristol Airport to be sitting in the departure lounge. It's unheard of. So regional airports seem to be the way ahead rather than somewhere like Heathrow or Gatwick.